Imagine a young king, barely 20 years old, standing before the crumbling walls of a seemingly invincible empire. His name would echo through millennia, yet his own creation shattered almost the instant he was gone. How could one man forge a realm stretching from Greece to India in just over a decade? The truth involves far more than just legendary battles and brilliant strategies. We will explore the shocking personal rivalries and the profound cultural fusion he enforced across continents. This is the epic tale of ambition, genius, and a single, fatal flaw that doomed everything. You are about to witness the rise and fall of Alexander the Great. Imagine a young prince whose mind was molded by the greatest philosopher of his age, Aristotle, learning everything from medicine to the epic tales of Homer. This unique education forged a relentless ambition and a strategic genius that would soon shake the foundations of the ancient world. His father, King Philip II, had brilliantly united the fractious Greek city-states through a mix of force and clever diplomacy. Philip created a revolutionary army centered on the formidable Macedonian phalanx, a killing machine unlike anything seen before. At just 20 years old, Alexander inherited this powerful kingdom and a military tool poised for epic conquests. No one could have predicted the staggering scale of the empire he would build in such a short time. When his father died suddenly, the kingdom plunged into a dangerous succession crisis that threatened everything. Various Greek states saw their chance and rebelled against their untested young king, testing his mettle immediately. Alexander responded with shocking speed and brutal efficiency to crush all dissent without mercy. He made a terrifying example by completely razing the city of Thebes to the ground, leaving only ashes behind. This single act of calculated terror secured his throne and his rear flank, allowing him to look eastward. Now firmly in power, he turned his full attention toward the immense and wealthy Persian Empire. The stage was set for one of history's most incredible military campaigns that would change the world forever. King Darius III commanded vast resources and a multinational army that stretched from Egypt to India. It seemed like an insurmountable colossus, a giant bestriding the ancient world with overwhelming force. Alexander, however, saw a decaying structure ripe for the taking, fueled by his unshakable belief in divine destiny. With a small but highly trained army of 40,000 veterans, he boldly crossed into Asia Minor to begin his quest. He deliberately landed at the historic site of ancient Troy, linking his campaign to heroic Greek myths for political theater. This clever move inspired his troops and connected his destiny to the legends of the past in a powerful way. The first major clash occurred at the Granicus River, where Alexander led a daring cavalry charge straight into the enemy. He came within a hair's breadth of death in the fierce close-quarters combat, saved only by a loyal companion. This hard-won victory opened the gates of Asia Minor and demonstrated his fearless leadership to all. Many Greek cities under Persian control welcomed him as a liberator, swelling his ranks and resources. His next legendary act was handling the famous Gordian knot, a puzzle that had stumped many before him. An oracle prophesied that whoever untied it would rule all of Asia, a tantalizing promise of power. Instead of untying it carefully, Alexander drew his sword and sliced through the knot with one bold stroke. This symbolized his direct and unconventional approach to problem-solving, breaking old traditions effortlessly. It sent a powerful message that he would not be bound by the past, setting the tone for his entire campaign. King Darius decided to confront Alexander directly on the battlefield, leading to the clash at Issus. The Persians held a massive numerical advantage, outnumbering the Macedonians by a huge margin. Darius positioned his army to cut off Alexander's supply lines, trapping them in a moment of extreme peril. Alexander remained calm under pressure, spotting a fatal weakness in the Persian formations that others missed. He led his elite cavalry in a thunderous charge straight at the Persian center, aiming directly for Darius himself. This move was breathtakingly audacious, a gamble that could have ended in disaster, but instead paid off. The sight of Alexander screaming a war cry shattered the nerve of the Persian royal guard, causing panic to spread. Darius, in sheer terror, turned his chariot and fled the battlefield, abandoning his entire family behind him. Alexander's capture of the royal family became a brilliant public relations triumph, showcasing his magnanimity. He treated them with remarkable respect and courtesy, earning admiration even from his enemies. Darius then sent a staggering peace offer, including 10,000 talents of gold and vast lands. Alexander's general Parmenion said he would accept if he were Alexander, thinking it a wise deal. Alexander's immortal reply was, "So would I, if I were Parmenion," showing he played for the entire empire, not just a portion. The final decisive battle for Persia occurred at Gaugamela on a vast, open plain, perfect for warfare. Darius deployed scythed chariots and war elephants to maximize his advantage and crush the invaders. The Persian army assembled there was truly colossal in size, a terrifying force to behold. Alexander's generals urged a risky night attack to gain an edge, but he refused to steal a victory dishonorably. His tactical plan was a work of pure military genius, thinning his right flank to draw Persian cavalry away. This risky maneuver created a deliberate gap in his battle lines, baiting the enemy into a trap. As Persians surged into the gap, Alexander formed his cavalry into a perfect wedge and drove it like a spear. He aimed directly toward Darius's position, once again causing immediate panic and chaos. Darius fled for his life, and his army dissolved, allowing Alexander to march triumphantly into key cities. The burning of Persepolis remains hotly debated, serving as a potent symbol of the old order's passing. With Persia under his control, Alexander's ambition knew no bounds, pushing him ever eastward into new lands. He led his weary army into Bactria and Sogdia, where the campaign devolved into a brutal guerrilla war. This dark period saw the murder of his general Parmenion on flimsy charges, a tragic turning point in his rule. Alexander began adopting Eastern customs, demanding proskynesis, or bowing as to a god, from his men. This offended his proud Macedonian veterans, who saw themselves as equals and companions, not subjects. The strain culminated in a drunken quarrel where he killed his friend Clitus the Black in a fit of rage. It was a moment of profound tragedy, showing how absolute power was fracturing his mind and relationships. Still, he pushed forward, drawn by myths of the world's edge and dreams of endless conquest. He crossed the Hindu Kush into India, facing King Porus and his formidable war elephants in battle. At the Hydaspes River, Alexander executed a masterful night maneuver during a violent storm. He secured a hard-won victory and reinstated Porus as a governor, showing his shrewd policy of integration. However, this victory marked the limit of his conquests, as his army mutinied after 8 long years. They refused to go further, exhausted and homesick, forcing Alexander to turn back in defeat. The return through the Gedrosian desert was a nightmare of thirst and death, with thousands perishing horribly. This disastrous march broke something within Alexander's spirit, leaving him diminished and weary. Back in Babylon, he planned new campaigns toward Arabia and beyond, dreaming of even greater glory. He worked to integrate his empire, staging a mass wedding ceremony with Persian noblewomen. He trained 30,000 Persian youths in Macedonian warfare, further alienating his loyal veterans. Then, with shocking suddenness, the story ended as he fell violently ill after a drinking party. A fever raged uncontrollably, and within 2 weeks, he was dead at 32. His life cut short. His death was as mysterious as his life was dramatic, leaving a void that would tear his empire apart. Was it disease like malaria, or poison from a disgruntled general? The truth died with him, a secret forever lost to history, fueling endless speculation. The aftermath was a chaotic free-for-all among his generals, with no clear successor to hold the realm together. His empire, built in a blaze of glory, shattered almost instantly, a lesson in the fragility of power. Alexander's story teaches us that even the mightiest empires are built on sand without a clear succession plan. His rapid rise and sudden fall mirror the volatility of power in any era. Today, we see echoes in corporate takeovers or political dynasties that shatter overnight. What lessons can we draw from this ancient tale about leadership and legacy? I'd be fascinated to hear your personal insights and reactions in the comments section below. If this exploration of history captivated you, please show some love with a like and subscribe for more. In the end, does true greatness lie in the conquest or in what remains after the conqueror is gone? His life reminds us that vision without sustainability often leads to collapse, a warning for all ages. From the sands of Persia to the boardrooms of today, the pattern repeats itself endlessly. So, what do you think defines a lasting legacy in the face of such ephemeral power? Your engagement helps us uncover more stories that shape our understanding of the past.